Hey travelers, welcome back to Open Sky Journeys. Today we're taking you on an unforgettable trip to the land of mesmerizing aurora lights, stunning landscapes, and adrenaline-pumping activities. Yep, we're talking about New Zealand. Whether you're a thrill seeker, a nature lover, or someone who just wants to chill with a cup of hot cocoa while gazing at snow-capped mountains, New Zealand has something for everyone. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into this journey together. 1. Auckland, the city of sails. First stop, Auckland, or as I like to call it, the city that probably owns more boats than people. It's the gateway to your New Zealand adventure, and trust me, you'll need a good start because there's a whole lot waiting for you. Auckland's skyline looks like it's showing off a little with the sky tower poking out like, hey, you see me? Yeah, you do? If you're feeling brave, how about throwing yourself off it? Wait, I meant bungee jumping. Don't worry, it's safe. Mostly. But if that's a bit too much, you can just enjoy a 360-degree view of the city from the observation deck. Stroll through the Viaduct Harbor, have a taste of local seafood, and for history buffs, check out the Auckland Museum to learn about the mysterious past you might have missed. Don't miss a ferry ride to Waiheke Island either. It's like New Zealand's own version of the Mediterranean. Stunning beaches, wine tasting, and olive groves, perfect for a chill day. 3 days here should be just enough to get your adventure engines revving before we head south. 2. Waitomo Caves, glow in the dark. From Auckland, we're taking a slight detour underground, literally, Waitomo Caves, where you can witness thousands of glowworms lighting up the caves like a natural disco party. It's like Mother Nature tried to outdo those Instagram influencers who hang fairy lights in their rooms. But you know, these lights are cooler because they are actual bioluminescence without external source of electricity. Take a boat ride through the glowworm grotto, or if you're feeling adventurous, try black water rafting. Think tubing through underground rivers, but in the dark. A half day here and you'll be glowing with excitement, or just cold water. 3. Rotorua, land of geysers and mud pools. Next, we hop over to Rotorua, where Mother Nature decided to take a spa day every day. Here, you'll find steaming geysers, boiling mud pools, and hot springs that make you question if you've stepped onto another planet. Make sure to visit the Tapuia Geothermal Park. There's the famous Pohutu Geyser, which erupts up to 20 times a day, so you're pretty much guaranteed a show. And no, this isn't like Old Faithful in the US, this one has a lot more flair. Oh, and don't forget to experience a traditional Māori hangi feast. And if you're into adventure, check out zorbing. You roll down a hill inside a giant inflatable ball. It's like being a hamster, but a very dizzy one. Spend 2 days here, and trust me, you'll feel like you've entered a different world. 4. Hobbiton, a journey to Middle-earth. All right, Lord of the Rings fans, it's time to geek out. We're off to Hobbiton. Yes, the actual movie set where hobbits live their best lives and where you can pretend you're a part of Frodo's gang. Take a guided tour through the magnificent hills of the Shire, see the iconic Hobbit holes, and finish off with a pint at the Green Dragon Inn. It's a surreal experience even if you've never watched the movies. You'll only need half a day here, but the memories? They'll last a lifetime. 5. Taupo, the heart of adventure. Just an hour away from Rotorua, Taupo is like a hidden gem in the heart of New Zealand. Here you can gaze at Huka Falls, a powerful waterfall that rushes through a narrow gorge, creating a stunning foamy spectacle. It's like nature's version of one of those chocolate fountains, but you definitely don't want to dip anything in there. Lake Taupo is also a must-see. It's the largest lake in New Zealand, formed in a volcanic crater. Try your hand at trout fishing or simply take a boat cruise to see Mine Bay's Maori rock carvings. 2 days here will keep your adventurous spirit satisfied. 6. Tongariro National Park, adventure awaits. From mythical hobbits, we jump into the real adventure, Tongariro National Park. This is where you tackle the Tongariro Alpine Crossing, often called the best one-day hike in the world. And yes, that's Mount Doom from the movies in the background. But don't worry, there's no one here throwing rings into volcanoes anymore. Now don't let the best hike label fool you. This trek is beautiful, but it will make your legs question all of your life choices. But hey, nothing a good selfie in front of the Emerald Lakes can't fix, right? Plan for 1 day here if you're just doing the hike, but if you're up for more exploring, give it a second day. 7. Wellington, windy city with a creative soul. Next up is Wellington, the capital city that's as charming as it is windy. Seriously, hold on to your hats, folks. But this artsy city is all about the vibes. Colorful murals, quirky cafes, and the iconic Te Papa Museum, which houses everything you need to know about New Zealand. And for all the coffee lovers, Wellington might just serve you the best cup you've ever had. Wellington's got more craft beer than you can shake a barista's whisk at. And if you're lucky, you might even catch some of New Zealand's famous wacky weather, like a sunny day turning into a storm before you finish your flat white. Don't miss a ride on the Wellington cable car for stunning city views and a visit to Zealandia, an urban eco-sanctuary. 2 days should be perfect to soak in all that Wellington has to offer before we cross over to the South Island. 8. Franz Josef Glacier, Icy Adventures. Time to cool things down with a visit to Franz Josef Glacier. Here you can hike across the glacier or take a helicopter ride for a breathtaking aerial view. And yes, there's an ice cave, perfect for those I'm chilling literally photos. It's like Elsa's playground, but instead of singing Let It Go, you're probably singing, Oh, It's Cold. 2 days here will let you explore the icy wonders and warm up with a dip in the Franz Josef hot pools afterward. 9. Queenstown, adrenaline capital of the world. Fasten your seatbelts because Queenstown is about to crank up the adrenaline levels. Bungee jumping, skydiving, jet boating, zip lining. Queenstown has more ways to make your heart race than your morning coffee. But it's not all about extreme sports. For something a little more mellow, take a scenic cruise across Lake Wakatipu or ride the Skyline gondola up Bob's Peak for some of the best views in the world. And when evening hits, explore the town's buzzing nightlife. Queenstown is also home to the world-famous Ferg Burger, which some say is the best burger they've ever had. The line is longer than the plot of a Tolkien novel, but it's worth it. Just don't try skydiving right after, you'll thank me later. 3 days here should be just right to enjoy the thrills and soak in the beauty. 10. Milford Sound, nature's masterpiece. Let's take it down a notch with a day trip to Milford Sound, often called the 8th wonder of the world. Cruise through fjords, and if you're lucky, you might even spot some playful dolphins and gaze at cascading waterfalls. Milford Sound is so beautiful it'll have you questioning why you even bother taking photos. Spoiler alert, it's impossible to capture its beauty in a selfie, but that won't stop you from trying. 1 day is enough here, but you'll wish you could stay longer. 11. Christchurch, Garden City. Finally, let's head to Christchurch, the Garden City of New Zealand. Here, nature meets innovation. There are art installations in the streets, beautiful parks, and a revitalized food scene that'll leave your taste buds dancing. Visit the Botanic Gardens, stroll down New Regent Street, and if you're a history enthusiast, check out the Canterbury Museum. Or try punting on the Avon River if you want to feel like you're in Venice but with more greenery. 2 days here, and you'll end your New Zealand trip on a beautiful note. So how much time do you need to experience all this magic? Well, if you want to do it right, plan for about 16-20 days. Here's a quick breakdown of the estimated costs. Accommodation, $100, $200 per night, depending on your style. Hostels, hotels, or cozy Airbnbs. Transport, budget around $600, $800 for a rental car, or $200, $300 for intercity bus passes. Food, around $50, $70 per day if you mix up meals at restaurants with some supermarket finds. Activities, about $1,000 or $1,500 for the bungee jumps, glacier hikes, cruises, entrance fees, and guided tours. In total, you're looking at around $4,000 to $6,000 USD for a 2-week adventure. But trust me, every penny is worth it. After all, how often do you get to hang out with hobbits, hike volcanoes, and swim with dolphins all in the same trip? And that's it for today's journey, folks. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an adventure with Open Sky Journeys. Let us know in the comments which New Zealand spot you'd love to visit. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep those skies open.